first of the final straight away. Steve Pascoe in the four-wheel drive, sorry, in the turbocharged VW Beetle. He's the one that gets out there in front straight away, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Steve winning. He's down in an uncustomary F-final position, but starting from the front of the grid, he seems to have got his act together now and will be storming away, looking to win and go through into the E-final if he does so. And we've got in second place, it looks like number 145, I believe, Jim Ferris. I'll confirm that for you as the cars come through. Steve nodding his head, yes it is.
Yeah, Jim Ferris here in second place. He's hanging on as best he can to the tail of this Volkswagen, but I have a feeling the tail is all he's going to see of it. It looks like, in fact, he's lost a bit of time there coming down the hill.
Yes, and there's somebody there going down alongside him. I'm not quite sure who that car is. The one behind, I shall pick up in a second. It looks like 247 Dave Coates. It is Dave Coates, I should say. Oh, and a problem there as he takes all the markers with him. A problem there for Jim Ferris. Now, what has happened to Jim? We've still got Pascoe well on his way. Jim has dropped down. It's 207 Brian Attwood, that is, now up into second place.
And he's right in the bank there, Brian Attwood straight into the bank. And that's, I think that's as far as he's going to take part in these proceedings.
Now, I want to know why it is that every time we mention somebody, something happens to them. I'm sure that the drivers ought to be lying up to pay us not to mention their names. Anyway, the battle is still on for second place. Now, I didn't mention 247 this time, Dave Coates, because, yes, I got away with him. I'm reminded that I mentioned him once, but I did get away with it that time. So, still, after all the dramas in second place, Jim Ferris in the Escort, but the man who's in the lead and heading for that back row position in the final is this man here in the VW Beetle, and that's Steve Pascoe.
It's an excellent run here by Steve Pascoe. He's clean and tidy off the grid. A nice start there into the first corner, comfortable lead, and in fact now he's not racing the clock, remember, from now on. He only has to keep it on the island for a place in the next final.
Yes, he's just passed the stranded car there of number 207 Brian Attwood. He's managed to get out of the way, and Steve Pascoe, the leader, is now about a quarter of a lap ahead of Jim Ferris, and there appears to be only one other car on the track. He's in third place. I'll pick that one up for you in a minute. It looks like 247. We'll just have to check. There's the man in second place, Jim Ferris, going up the hill. They are 3.5 lap finals still. It's only from the C final onwards that the laps are increased. And blowing a bit of smoke, as he has been doing all day, is the turbocharged, and Ferris has lost it up at the top of the hairpin. He spun at the hairpin. That's lost him even more ground as the checkered flag is being prepared for this man in the smoking VW Beetle, Steve Pascoe.
Coming up to the flag now, a comfortable win there, Steve Pascoe in the Volkswagen Beetle, and he's ready now for the back of the next grid on the finals.